Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm Harrison here with New Wave Van Life in our all-in-one kitchen today. I'm very excited to go over this fully self-contained unit, dive into its features, and answer a lot of common questions that we get about it. So come on in, the water's warm. This kitchen has our all marble countertop with the beveled edges, our little accent piece right here. Up top, it's got the Tech Van Life sink. This has got the 52 inches of retractability. It's got our two modes of flow, and we've got the Summit 2-burner induction stove cooktop. The Tech Van sink is awesome. It drops down, faucet is completely out of the way. We've got our cutting board and flush mount cover here. We have added a Lagoon table mount to the bottom of this. This would be a DIY thing, but we love how it has the ability to become a table outside for drinks. Inside of the kitchen sink, we've also got our shower mixer. This is a 72-inch hose with a quick connect and a low flow valve with the valve control. And this is our shower system. We'll take a look at that here in a little bit. All right, come on in and let's check this thing out. Don't forget to use the handle on your way up. So what makes this unit so special is it's a fully self-contained unit. That means everything is all incorporated in here. The 13 gallons of fresh water, the 5 gallons of gray water, the 1.5 gallon hot water heater, all the electrical, all the plumbing is in this unit. You mount our mounting cradle onto your floor. You drop our kitchen on top of the mounting cradle and you bolt it in. What this does is it gives you a great way to have a full kitchen experience and a safe and secure way to mount it into your vehicle with none of the headache of having to build all this. Taking a look at the front face of the cabinet here, we've got our control center. This has our hot water heater timer, which is going to allow us to conserve energy while we're heating up our hot water. It's got our toe kick light, and it's got our pump to pressurize and depressurize the system. Stepping over here, we've got our shower quick connect. This is a quick and easy way to take a shower, which we'll take a look at. Under that, we've got our front access drawer. This is just a great storage place. It's small but mighty. Underneath that, we've got our front access plumbing cubby and storage area, and we'll look into all those plumbing goodies here in a little while. Onto the right side of the cabinet, we've got our front vent that matches our rear vent. These are very important design considerations for the 2-burner stove and the DR85 Indel B fridge. This fridge is got some beer in it, and it's cold, and it's dual side access, which is awesome when you consider the usability of the vehicle and the fridge inside of it. Underneath the fridge is a little storage cubby, and on the bottom of the cabinet is our signature toe kick. This is a great small space conscious feature that really allows you to step into the kitchen as you're using it. Mounted up inside of that toe kick is going to be our light. Taking a look at the shower hose, we've got a 72-inch hose here. We've got our High Sierra low flow nozzle and our control valve here so we can focus on controlling the hot water that we're using. On the other end, we got our quick connect. This simply plugs into the quick connect here on the front face of the kitchen. This is fed from the thermostatic mixing valve, which is going to automatically mix the hot and cold water to your pre-desired temperature. And we simply slide it into our mount right up here, which can be mounted anywhere that we have accessible T-slot. This is kind of our preferred area because of the taperedness of our shower curtain. It allows you a ton of elbow room, and it spreads all the way to these eyelets out in front of the build and behind me, giving you a lot of elbow room, a lot of places to move around and shower. We're very excited about the shower setup and this curtain. The curtain, we've got prototypes out in our first few vans right now. We're very excited about it, and we're going to be releasing it with our shower pan and everything else here shortly. While we're on the subject, let's check out our floor pan. It's flush inlaid, so it's out of the way when you're not using it. We've got a handle and a vent incorporated on here. We've got our drain on the front driver's side. Additionally, the shower curtain snaps into the perimeter of the pan via magnets. And this flush inlaid floor plan is part of our floor superstructure panel kit option, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. Pairs great with the kitchen and our shower curtain, which we're really excited about releasing. So come on down here and let's take a look at the plumbing. Right inside here, we're going to notice right away the 1.5 gallon hot water heater butted up right next to our 13 gallon fresh water tank. In on the back side of here is our 5 gallon gray water tank. This is our thermostatic mixing valve that we were talking about when we were referencing the mixer that controls the shower temperature, so you can focus on taking a shower and not focus on mixing hot and cold water. We're going to find a couple of these located on each tank, the fresh and the gray. This is a vent and an overflow valve. These are just redundant protections for the tank. And we're also going to see our hot water heater discharge, our fresh water manifold, our gray water manifold, abundant on-off valves to isolate different parts of the system, such as isolating the hot water side of the system for ease of maintenance. Now, there's quite a few things that we're not really seeing on this side of the cabinet, so we're going to jump around to the back side and really take a closer look at some of those other goodies. All right, on the back side of the kitchen, we've got our vent for the stove and fridge, and we've got our drop-down outside table. Looking into the cabinet, we're really taking a close look at the 5-gallon gray water tank. It's piped in from the drain of the sink and going through the HEPVO, which functions as a P-trap but is much more consolidated, takes up a lot less room. This is our freshwater infill. It's just a standard gravity system. We can pull off our plug and put in our funnel. Again, you can fill it with a hose or a 5-gallon jug or whatever. Taking a closer look, a little deeper in here, we've got our accumulator tank and our pump. Just as a standard plumbing system would work, our pump is pulling the water from the fresh water tank. The accumulator keeps the system pressurized, and then it is being delivered to the cold water manifold, bouncing into the hot water tank and powering the hot water manifold. So now that we have a better understanding of what's going on in here, we're also going to notice the abundant on-off ball valves to isolate different parts of the systems. Little things like the strainer to filter out the fresh water before it gets pulled into the pump and everything downstream from that. We're also going to notice very high quality piping that's going to be all stainless wrapped, vinyl wrapped, and vinyl braided hosing. And we're going to see some electrical runs coming through there. These are going to be for the things like the hot water heater, the stove, the under cabinet light, and the pump. These are all the electrical devices that we've got inside of this thing, additionally with the plumbing. On the floor of the cabinet is our floor drain. This is where the overflows from the fresh and the gray tank dump into, as well as the hot water heater discharge, and this all gets drained through the floor of the vehicle if you so choose to incorporate this option into your rig. Under the gray tank is a ball valve. When I open up the ball valve, we're going to start dumping water onto the floor. This is because we've got it incorporated into the floor here, and I can simply turn that off. The beauty of this is if I'm out in the backwoods, there's no need for me to accumulate water in my gray tank. I'll just leave that open. If I'm somewhere where dumping doesn't need to happen, I'll leave that closed and I'll wait till I'm at a place where I can dump my gray tank. This is a pretty comprehensive look at the plumbing system here, and it's all put together in this inclusive unit, and it drops into your vehicle, so it is fully self-contained and you can remove it when you need to. Thank you for taking the all-in-one kitchen deep dive with us. If you like what you see, subscribe, like, comment. If you're in the San Diego or greater area, come swing by us, Trade Street 7564. We're always around. We'd love to meet up with you and discuss your conversion. Peace.